Okay, y'all. So finally, Triple G give us what we wanted, man. Everybody been talking about it. It's been a topic of discussion for a while now, and Triple G and his team finally came out and made some statements at the workout at the Big Bear. They had the workout, public workout, and Triple G got interviewed, and he let some things off his chest, man. You know, he been pretty quiet since the Canelo Alvarez allegations. So I'm just gonna let y'all know, paraphrase kind of what Triple G said during his interview. He um he called Canelo and Golden Boy Promotions. He called them dirty cheaters. He said the Nevada State Athletic Commission are similar to terrorists because of the draw that was very questionable in their last fight. He also said that it's not the Mexican meat. This is Canelo and his team. They are cheating, using drugs. Everyone pretends it's not happening, which is another good fact. He also said something that I thought was funny. He said, "Put them on the lie detector test, then we'll really find out the truth." And one last point that Triple G made was, if anybody remember doing the weigh-in, it was a couple mysterious things. The first thing was the pill that Canelo ate after he got off the scale, and the second thing was obvious, which was the injection marks on his body, basically on his stomach, and you seen the red marks where we all know what that was. So to kind of wrap things up, Triple G basically said he knew that Canelo was dirty the first fight, but he had the job to do, and just like he did that time, he said he will also let the fight continue if Canelo is cleared by the commission board. And I'm actually happy to hear this, man. You know, boxing, it's a lot of politics, man, and it's a lot of dirty stuff that go on in boxing. So it's kind of good to hear another fighter stand up and not just kind of just go with the flow for as just the dirty side of boxing. You know, Floyd Mayweather got a lot of smoke, a lot of smoke when he was pushing for a clean sport and extra text. He was, my bad, pushing for a clean sport and extra testing, and everybody was on his head because of that. But now we understand why, man. It's something that unfortunately in boxing that I think as fans we just gonna have to deal with. You know, a lot of athletes use the juice, but if you get caught, I feel like there should be some consequences. You know, we heard of other fighters. Most recently, Luis Ortiz, he got caught juicing, and he was stripped of his mandatory spot. I want to say he got moved down a couple spots just to get moved back up when he fought Deontay Wilder. So this kind of gonna be the same thing, man. Canelo, I don't really see Canelo getting any punishment for this. He's in deep with Golden Boy. That's their cash cow, and this fight is probably gonna be the richest fight we got this year. So I know that Oscar De La Hoya, he don't want to mess up the bag. Neither does Triple G team. You know, Triple G knows it's not another money fight like this out there for him. So, like he said, he gonna go in there and do his job. And I don't think it's fair, man. You know, Canelo, he's a good fighter, and I was a fan of his. But to be honest, man, after this meat, what you call it, clenbuterol, after the clenbuterol situation, I really, I can't support dude no more, man. It's not no he's Mexican thing. It's just me being an honest sports fan. You know, it's like, come on, dude. It's one thing to cheat, but then when you blatantly cheat and you just tell us like, look, this was going on. I'm cheating the sport. Y'all deal with it, and y'all still gonna buy the pay-per-view. You know, Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, they just kind of putting the middle finger up to us. Like, look, we do what we want. We gonna pay the commission off, or however that goes. You know, we got plug, we got pull. We gonna do what we want. We gonna get this win any means necessary. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from their camp, man. And I don't really like that vibe in the sport that's so dangerous like boxing, where we recently, probably I say within the last 6 months, you guys can look it up yourself, 2 boxers have died after the fight. You know what I'm saying? 2 boxers, it was amateur fights, but still 2 boxers died recently, probably like I say within the last 5 or 6 months. So when it comes to some a sport that you putting your life on the line, you putting your health on the line, you know what I'm saying, you putting your family on the line, I don't really like the macho attitude that Canelo and his team has of, you know what I'm saying, just we gonna blame it on the meat, and it is what it is. You know, I don't really like that, and it's really throwing me off in supporting this second fight. You know, after the first fight, I was very excited, man, very excited for a rematch. You know what I'm saying, very excited to see what would the outcome be, man. But as a lot of people has been saying, man, I feel like they're kind of just setting us up slowly and basically just telling us it is what it is. You know, with Floyd, you know, Floyd got a lot of big paydays, and we all know that everybody looked at Canelo as being that next fighter to be in line for being a cash cow, you know what I'm saying, bringing in a lot of money with his fights a couple times a year. And unfortunately, you know, I think they should have just kept it 100, man. You know, even if Canelo would have came out and just told us, like, yeah, I took some, I apologize, you know, I would have been okay with that. But to be honest, my gripe is not with Canelo and his team. You know, they did cheat, and that's there, but it's with the boxing commission, man. Like, y'all just seriously sit back and gonna feed us this bull talking about it was a small trace amount and he could have really ate one taco. And no, man, it's obvious, dude. We got the video of him swallowing the pill. We see the obvious size difference in his body and head. That's a big indicator. Head size, head growth. We see him rocking the chin strap to cover up that jaw. There's just too many, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to accuse, but it's too many telltale signs, man, that saying this dude was juicing. And it's just like, it feel like in boxing, it's just like a wild, wild west, man. That's what keep boxing behind sports like football, basketball, and baseball. You know, baseball went through their thing, but at least baseball double back and start handing down some punishment to at least show the fans that, look, we do care about the sport to some degree, you know. But in boxing, it just seems like they still just running it like the old days, man. They just running it like a zoo, man. You know, you can do anything if you got the power and you got the connections to cover it up, man. That's just a simple case right here. You know, I guarantee if Canelo was fighting Floyd and this happened, the fight probably wouldn't go on, man, because just Floyd would push crazy, and Floyd might even, you know, back out just because he's financially able to back out a fight. Unfortunately, Triple G is 35 and he hasn't been able to land a lot of big paydays. So any paydays he can get right now, leaning towards the end of his career, he gonna take. So, you know what I'm saying, he in it regardless, man. But it's just really sad, dude, because I was really, like I say, as a boxing fan, I was really geeked for this matchup, man, and future Canelo matchups. But I really, you know what I'm saying, like, who's to say that he wasn't juicing during the Khan knockout or doing the Lara fight? Like, it's a lot of things that just make me question Canelo, you know what I'm saying, as a man and as a fighter. So y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel, man. Triple G, once again, he came out, put Canelo and his team on blast. He called them cheaters. You know what I'm saying? He said it wasn't no meat, it wasn't in the chocolate. He let them know how he felt, man. So y'all definitely tell me y'all side in the comment section, man. I'm out.